Hello, Western Oregon sports fans, and thank you for joining us on this edition of Wolves Weekly. This will be our final edition of Wolves Weekly prior to the start of the 2011 year. Joining me today, head women's basketball coach Greg Bruce. Coach, thanks for being a regular on the show with us this year.
I'm enjoying it, Dan. I appreciate you having me.
Well, thank you very much. I want to start with what we usually do, talking about last week's games. Last week is a little bit of a unique one, considering you guys only had one game after having at least two for multiple weeks before that. Talk to me about your matchup at home against Simpson University.
First of all, we had finals last week, so you don't want to play very many games during finals because it's not really fair to the student athlete, but we did have a game on Saturday to end the finals week. Simpson University from Redding, California, an NAIA team came up with their men's team. We played a doubleheader. Good game for us. First team we had played this year actually that we met with a losing record. But I was happy in the fact that we did not step down to Simpson's level. We made them come up to our level to be in the game. And we did that for the whole 40 minutes, so I was really pleased.
And to me, the thing that you always talk about in 40 minutes there too, you guys held Simpson to a 28% shooting percentage, which is a matter of the effort the whole game. Sometimes you'll see it 30% in the first half, but then the second half, the game gets out and they end up shooting 50% or something like that. I was very impressed with the overall effort by the team. And actually, we have a special guest in studio joining us today. We have freshman forward from Canby, Oregon, Melissa Fowler. Melissa, how are you doing today?
I'm good, thanks.
Thanks for joining us today. We wanted to hear a little bit from you about that game against Simpson University and just what you guys scored 96 points as a team and had intensity throughout the entire game. Just tell us a little bit about that, how you guys maintained that focus and how you guys played so well against this opponent.
I felt like we were really concentrating on rebounding, and I felt like we did a good job with that. And we also just played great as a team and really had good team chemistry.
Fantastic there. And the thing we saw about that one too, you talked about that team chemistry in there. 5 individual Wolves were able to score in double figures there. You had Sarah Zeller with 17, you with 17, Belanda with 16, Hannah Whitsett with 15, and Riley Peterson, who is typically one of the main scorers, had 10 there. So talk to me a little bit, Melissa, just about what it means to have a balanced scoring and that you guys don't have to rely on a single option, but that you guys can count on somebody different to step up on the day, or you guys can have balanced scoring out there.
Yeah, it's great that we all can count on each other, and just that if someone's having an off day, then we all have each other's back, and it's just good that we all can step up to the plate and make a play.
And as you talked about with rebounding right there, you led the way for the Wolves on Saturday. You pulled down 10 boards to go along with those 17 points for your first career double-double. Talk to me a little bit about that and just how you progressed as a player over these first 8 games at the collegiate level.
Each game I just concentrate on something different and just try to get better and learn from the experiences.
Do you notice any difference? I guess you were able to play Simpson here. We have some good highlights and a nice little effort from you. You go to the free throw line on this one, and actually you make all 11 shots from the free throw line. I know that's been a key for Coach Bruce in the past, and along with Melissa Fowler's help on this one, Western Oregon is actually ranked 15th in Division II right now with a 77% free throw percentage. Do you guys concentrate on on shooting free throws in practice, both as a team and then you individually? 11 for 11 is a pretty good accomplishment there.
We concentrate them a lot in practice, just like certain pressure situations. So once we're in the game, then it's easier to finish.
Fantastic. And that's been one thing Western Oregon has been doing very well recently, finishing games. We talked last week and hit on it again because it is such a great accomplishment. Starting off the GNAC conference with 2 wins, both of those wins coming by 2 points and then 4 points. I mean, those have to be important to get past those close ones there.
Oh, no question, Danny. We've had a little trouble with turnovers of late. That's one thing that we're constantly working on, trying to get better. That and being able to hold our own on the boards are the 2 big areas that we're going to have to work on continuously every day to get better against the better teams again the GNAC as we play after the Christmas vacation. But I've been happy with the fact that we've gotten better. Our improvement has been good. Players like Melissa Fowler, for example, a freshman, has come in here and done an excellent job of getting herself ready to play. And she's always been very good on the defensive end and a good rebounder, and that's what we noticed in high school. But she's really stepped up and got more confidence in her offensive game. Making those 11 free throws really helps her. She's been able to take the ball to the basket from the perimeter, which is good. And you've mentioned the balanced scoring. Sarah Zoller's been up there, and Riley Peterson's been a pleasant surprise. And we got Hannah Whitsett untracked a little bit against Simpson. She's been struggling from the outside, but we have so many weapons, and if we can just all stay like that and keep everybody going, we're going to be a very hard team to figure out how to guard as the season moves on.
And we noticed on that same note too, these are all basically your team. These are all your recruited players. You know, within any coaching change, it always takes a little while, not in a bad way, but to cycle through and get your new ones in there. So it's just kind of an interesting note on that one to see where this team goes under your recruited players. You mentioned Zoller and Peterson stepping up, stepping forward for you. I want to say that those two have also been recognized on the national level. Currently, Sarah Zoller is actually second in the country with a 96.6 free throw percentage. Amazing on that one. And Riley Peterson ranks 9th with 3 blocks per game. Just give me a quick little synopsis on those ones, because it's great to be nationally ranked. You're always about a team, but individually to be amongst the leaders is a very good thing.
Yeah, there's 255 teams, Danny, I believe, in the Division II, and there's 12 players on a team. So you figure when you're ranked that high, you're doing something pretty good. And you know, Sarah missed 1 free throw so far this year, and she was disappointed, but she's been almost automatic at the line, and has been for the last couple of years, really. And Riley Peterson, her size, 5'10", 5'11", she has an uncanny ability and timing to be able to read people in their shot release and to get those blocks, because we don't really work on that in practice. It's just something, she did it in junior college, she was very good at it, and she brought it to our level of play, and it hasn't fallen off any. And that's a weapon defensively when you have somebody that can do that.
Well, and then this next week, Coach, you guys actually go back to playing a couple Division II games. You guys head down to Los Angeles to play in the GNAC CCAA Challenge. Couple opponents down there. You guys start off first with Cal State LA.
Actually, we play Pomona first.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. This will be our 3rd year of this 4-year agreement. The following year, next year, will be at our place. But we're playing at Cal State LA. We play Pomona first. Last year, the fans won't remember this, but we came down to Katie Torlin had a kind of a wide open shot at the buzzer last year at Northwest Nazarene. If we would have made the shot, we would have won, and we missed it. So Pomona beat us by 1 point. They're very good. They're 3-1 right now. They have probably the best point guard in the region. Very good. Her last name is Colson. Great player, a junior. She was first team All-Region last year, I believe honorable mention All-American. And so she's going to be very hard to control. They're 3-1, picked to finish third, in the CCAA. And then we have Cal State LA on Saturday, and it's their home tournament. They have a new coach. They brought in 2 or 3 Division I transfers. They went up from the bottom of the CCA to being picked to finish 6th this year, and so they're much improved. It'll be 2 pretty tough games.
But after these pair games down in LA, you guys have almost 2 weeks off, about that time, and then you guys get back into GNAC play. December 30th, you guys play your travel partner, St. Martin's. Talk to me a little bit about that one.
Well, you know, as you know, we're 2-0 right now, having defeated Northwest Nazarene and Central. And then we go on the road for our first GNAC game at St. Martin's on the 30th of December. Another one of those what I call swing games, because St. Martin's, ourselves, Central, and Northwest, we're all in that group that's vying for the top, you know, to get toward the top of the GNAC. This is a team that we have to go in there and beat. We've had trouble with them in the past. They play kind of a different style, kind of a sagging, I won't say lazy, but not as intense defensive pressure. And most of the times you're used to teams coming out and getting into passing lanes and challenging shots. You're used to that. Well, they're kind of the opposite. They kind of pack it in on you. It's almost like a zone concept. They rebound really well. They have 1 star in Dara Zach, she's already had a 30-point game and a 20-plus rebound game this year. She's a great player. But that will be a game that we're going to work really hard on starting on the 27th when we come back from vacation and practices, because that's a road game we really need to win.
Well, thank you, Coach, and thanks for going over some of these points with me on these coming up ones. But you guys won't be back home again until January 13th it is. But we just want to say thank you for joining us on this edition of Wolves Weekly, and thank you all for watching.